enthusiasm that you put into your own personal growth and development. It's going to catch on. I see some powerful people coming on board right now. It's going to catch on. But we got to do the work. Now, all the nice cars and shoes and living and stuff, the hood, nobody going to leave the hood. This is where you want to come. And all across the country, you got these abandoned homes and neighborhoods and stuff like that. Come on now. In where I'm from, they selling a whole acre of land for $100. But the people that live there can't even see the blessing that's around them. All they can see, but let somebody come in there and refurbish one of them buildings, and they don't look like you, then all of a sudden everybody gonna talk about it, but you still gonna go there and spend your money. And on Fridays, the liquor stores are just full, crammed to capacity on alcohol and other accessories. All right, okay. All right, so every week, I want to do this. I want to build upon this. Saturday school. So we break it down the website. I put my Facebook. Man, I loaded material over there. I got Sprecher podcast that I've loaded to deal with all aspects of personal development, motivation, to fire you up so we can get some work. Because all I'm trying to do out of all this talking, the Saturday schools and stuff like that, is to get you to go to the website and put your name, your best email address, confirm the email, and you'll get lessons automatically. Everything is system. Then once you pass that point, then it kicks you into the next point. Then it kicks you into the next point. Then when you get to the university, I have lectures, videos. We're going to add some materials there. You got other brilliant brothers and sisters out there and stuff like that. They got videos and YouTube. We're going to incorporate that in the process. And summer, we want to be geared up. So we have a summer program for our young people. That 12-week critical is basically designed for them. So now when they get back to school, they're ready to learn. They know why. We connect the gap between school and real life because they missing it. They're missing it. They don't understand how their attitude and lack of conformity now is going to affect them later on in life. And when I say conformity, I'm just saying, hey, learn how to read and write. Learn how to add. You'll figure out the rest. But that school system is designed to only take certain individuals out of there because of that stuff they teach them. So a lot of them aren't disciplined enough to sit down and try to figure that out because it is kind of wacky right now. And parents are missing in action. They don't even show up to PTA. They don't even know if their kids can read or write. I had one young man's parent going to graduate from the 8th grade, and all of a sudden, they running up in there why their kid ain't graduate. Well, where you been all year? Your kid is the worst. Matter of fact, I ain't never seen this kid before. It's ridiculous. And I had one year at one school, the worst school ever. It's getting better now. These kids were cursing out the teachers. That's why you need to check your kids. These 12, after they leave high school, 12th grade, they need to be on point. They know better. Then they get there, they start running around rowdy like they ain't got no sense. You know, and that's the problem with the educational system is middle school. Because they're out of control. No structure, no discipline. You parents thinking you sending your kids somewhere to get educated and learn is chaos. It's an animal farm. They call them animals because they act like animals. You think they're up there learning something. You need to sit your child down and see if they can read and write. If they ain't got homework, you give them some homework. And you blaming the teachers and so forth. Listen, these teachers are being ran out of the school by these kids and the administration. They get burnt out. They come up with high ideals, right? They want to serve and they want to be a teacher. But after these kids get done with them, after a while, it's just like, hey, I can't take it. It's like the gentleman that was on TV the other day. Brother, this black kid, and when I first started, that's what hurt me the most, is that our own children are the worst. Hispanic kids, how you doing, mister? Good morning, mister. How you doing? Yeah, they ain't all perfect either. But most of them are in conformity trying to learn. It's the other kids messing up them. But our kids, man, too many of them. Some of them are sharp. But out of 10 kids, maybe you find maybe 4 of them, 3 that are on point, and the rest of them just out of control. Then this eighth grade year, they was cussing the teachers, these black kids, cussing the teachers out. Cussing the teachers out, not ditching. You know, you try to sit down and talk to them. And one young lady, she was so bad, I sat down with her and talked to her. You know, I said, listen, when I was doing subbing, you know, I try to talk to them and reach them. You know, one sub for one school, Hispanic young lady. I give them a life plan, curriculum, and stuff like that. Try to give them a flow through. This young lady wrote her paper. I was reading it. She says, "I thank God for meeting you, because you made a change in my life just from this little." I mean, that's we need to put our kids in check, right? Then these kids, at the end of the year, when they weren't graduating, they had a list of those that are graduating and those that weren't graduating, right? One day, it was the end of the school year, so I had the door closed, and a long graduating and those that weren't graduating, right? One day, it was the end of the school year, so I had the door closed, in a long-term position at one school. I was cleaning up the room, sweeping the room, because I can't, I got to clean the room. I can't think in clutter. So, 10 more minutes. All right. So, I heard all this noise out there, and I opened the door. I thought, what's going on? These kids were crying. They were out there crying. 8th grades because they weren't graduating. I'm sorry. I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, wait a minute. What did you expect was going to happen? I'm trying to talk to you the whole year. What did you expect was going to happen? What did you expect was going to happen? We got much better groups going through there now, but still, they don't come ready. Parents, just these little things that I'm talking about. Make sure your children, because back in the day, before the crack epidemic, when our kids used to carry books, our parents was on point. Now I understand the household has been devastated and rocked, and communities and households destroyed. But we can put it back together. Because we have a mind. We are creation. So let's do better. Let's do better. And I've worked hard putting a program together that we can come together. We can talk together. We can have a discourse. But we got to work. We got to put some work in. We don't want to work. We want everybody to give us a handout, everybody to move out our way, everybody to do for us. We got to do for ourselves. And let's quit taking our precious resources and send it out to the community. Let's start investing in ourselves so we can invest in our own business. Listen, these are one of the reasons all this homelessness. I have a saying: if you fail middle school, you're going to fail life. So let's talk about foundation. Sometimes we get older, we get ill, our families aren't there. But a lot of these people I talk to, I used to go down to Skid Row and talk to them, take a lot of film and stuff. Nobody want to deal with them. Parents don't want to, the family don't want nothing to deal with them. They want nothing to do with them. I'm sure all of them, some of them are victims of circumstances. But we should have a safety net within our communities. So we drive down the street. We don't see homelessness. We got land out there they can start farming. So we can start having vegetables and food within our own communities, our own grocery stores. Everybody else do it. We get the leftovers, the rotten food, stuff nobody else would want. You get it, and within 3 days it's rotten. Even the bread in the packages. Come on, man. I hope I can raise your consciousness. Now let me say this finally. We have to take some time to slow down. We got to reflect. We're moving too fast. Let's invest in ourselves. Let's invest in creating a food supply for our community. Let's start building. If you do what I say, our neighborhoods will be luxurious. Our homes will be luxurious. Individuals can look at each other. And when they say what's happening, they say, yeah, man, I know what's happening. And young people don't have to walk up to you on the street and say, is this all there is? And graduate from high school or don't graduate from high school, not prepared to address life on life's terms. End up going to prison because somebody taking care of them. When they get out and come home, they end up going right back because the kids are hungry. Mama looking at them saying, hey, you need to contribute. We have to grow. We have to raise stronger men. Men have to start being men again and learning and capable of assuming that responsibility. And families have to learn to stay together. Male and female, raising children, healthy children, well-rounded children. That they don't get shot down the street because they want to go eat at a restaurant. It's up to us. You can march, but I got a better plan. I have a better plan. A more enduring plan. Right? Okay. Hey, look at my website, powerthrough-unity.org, Boardwalk Life Plan. You go to powerthrough-unity.org. The front page, go down and send you to Boardwalk Life Plan. That's the Boardwalk Management and Investment Group. You get your financial house in order. You want to make sure that the families have their trusts in place. I have an emergency packet, wealth creation packet where you create life insurance trusts, making sure let's get back to the point where we have godparents. So when something happened to you, our children don't end up in foster care. And children that are in foster care learn this program. So when you finish, you have the foundation that you need to build upon your life. Whether you're in college, you just got out of prison, especially for the prison, it's going to be a nice prison ministry as well. And families, if you have someone that's locked down, the reason they're locked down, for the most cases, is because of economics. Let's create an economic infrastructure. So when they come out, they have a place to get. When they have a place to go, they can contribute to society. All right? Peace, love, and prosperity. All right? So I'm going to do this every week. I'm going to stay on point. The comments and so forth is cool. Appreciate you guys. Let's pass the word, and we can do this. All right? I see my man Lee. We've been doing it for a while, from day one, even before the book got to the point that it's in right now. This. When I read it, tears come to my eyes. Right? Let's make it happen. Everything is there, but do we have the will? What are we doing with our free will? We complaining, man. We got this. We got this. Prosperity, peace. See you next time.